New Jersey is working to meet the goals of its Energy Master Plan. I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Local Edition from the State House in Trenton, New Jersey, where they are debating many of the issues involved with energy and with economic development. With me this hour is Assemblyman Upendra Chivukula of the 17th District. He is a member of the Commerce and Economic Development Committee and chair of Telecommunications and Utilities. So these issues play into both of your committees in terms of what green energy means for the economy. The last time we spoke, we talked about what we can do as individuals within our own homes to make them more green, but we're talking about a larger scale. We're talking statewide at this point. Give us an update on what's happening with the Energy Master Plan.
Well, the Energy Master Plan was released last year in October. The governor set some high targets in terms of reducing the demand, electricity demand by almost 640 megawatts, which is like two medium-sized power plants. And also we have targets for reducing the greenhouse gases 20% by 2020 and 80% by 2050. All these goals, how you look at the 40% of the carbon dioxide that's produced is through the fossil, whether it's the not nuclear, but coal and natural gas and oil burning plants. Those are the ones produce a lot of the carbon dioxide. So what we need to do is that try to reduce those things, and one way you do that is the energy saved is if you save the energy from demand, then naturally you don't have to produce it, and so that is that's the theme behind the Energy Master Plan. And so looking at various things, not only increasing the renewable portfolio in terms of increasing it to trying to get 20% increase of the renewable portfolio. I want to increase it to 30%. But what we are trying to do is that the Energy Master Plan sets the roadmap, how we can achieve that. And based on that, we introduce some legislations and pass them, and Board of Public Utilities manages, see whether how much progress we have made, how to improve that.
And how do you actually assess that progress? When you're updating the Energy Master Plan every 6 years, how often do you assess the progress? How do you know that you're on that right path in order to meet these goals of actually reducing our usage of energy?
Well, I think we are connected to what is called a PJM grid, and we know what is a load demand on the grid is, and so if you are reducing the demand, what happens is that when you have a peak time during the daytime, when everybody is turning on their air conditioning and everybody's doing a lot of things, and so if we can cut down that peak demand, which will show you that we have made a lot of progress. And how do you achieve that? And trying to see how people, whether it's businesses and residences, if they have energy efficient homes, and we can really conserve energy. All those things can be monitored by how much load we consume.
Let's talk a little bit about the utilities themselves. We have a variety of different types of energy production throughout New Jersey, but there's an infrastructure plan in place for these utilities. What does this mean in terms of moving some fossil fuel utilities toward green utilities?
Right. I think that is where the renewable portfolio standard comes into picture. We want to shift some of the fossil productions into wind energy. We have a $17.5 million allocated for an offshore of the Atlantic coast, trying to create a windmill so that way we can produce energy. And Energy Master Plan calls for 3,000 megawatts of wind energy. So that means wind is only you'll only get 33% efficient. So when you have 3,000 megawatts, that means you are getting 1,000 megawatts when you built it to full capacity. Then also we have the solar program, where we are trying to, Congress has passed a law giving an investment tax credit of 30%. So that, and then with the rebates, we have rebates through the Board of Public Utilities for the next 4 years. And also we have a market-based program called Solar Renewable Energy Certificates. Those things are going to be traded, and so all these things are going to help pushing towards creating more greener and friendlier energy.
All right, well, thank you so much, Assemblyman. Come back and give us an update.
Yeah.
A lot of issues at stake. Thank you. We've been talking with Assemblyman Upendra Chivukula of the 17th Legislative District. I'm Jill Horner for Comcast Local Edition from the State House in Trenton, New Jersey.